Going to answer a question from John Hanks. Says, along with the questions I asked about angle driveways going into golf cart garages or straight shot, extra wide driveways, I was also wondering why some golf cart garages are double deep. Well, that's all in the property design or the house design about that. But as far as the driveways go, it's all about encroachment. Encroachment on easements and the right of way of utilities. If you buy property, a lot of the properties here are not square shaped or rectangular shaped, they're pie shaped, especially corner lots, they're pie shaped. So if you have a garage with a golf cart garage and that golf cart garage has an angled driveway, sometimes they do that just to cut costs, and then you're allowed to run it. Our neighbor did. You can run it straight out and make the driveway a lot wider for company and whatever. But you have to make sure you're not encroaching on a neighbor's property line, or you're not encroaching on the right of way of utilities. And I'd get ARC approval on that. But if you look at some of the driveways that I videoed down, I think in Marsh Bend, and I pointed out one particular house why that golf cart driveway only came halfway out and was at an angle. It was because he was on a pie-shaped property, and if they was to bring that driveway straight out, eventually that concrete driveway was going to end up in his neighbor's yard. And every district has rules about how close you can do anything on a property line. In my particular area, I think what most of the rules are is we're not allowed to build anything that is within, I want to say, 4 feet of the property line. So if you want to run your driveway straight out, you can, as long as you don't get within whatever your restrictions are as far as encroaching on your neighbor's property line. That's why. ARC will cover that for you. Get that approval. Let's see, double deep. That would be just the design of the home. Some homes, the bedrooms here, or kitchens over there, bathrooms here. Some homes now have 3 bathrooms in them. And so when they take some of them rooms out in other designs, the golf cart garage is deeper. You can actually get 2 golf carts in there.
The realtor should know which ones are the deeper ones. You can, if that's the kind of house you want one that'll go 2 golf carts deep. Why, make sure you tell your realtor that's what you want, because they know the designs.
Is it dependent on the model? Yes. Or are folks paying extra for bump outs? Bump outs just depends, once again, on how big your property is and what you're going to be encroaching. I would say to make the home wider than a golf cart or longer than a golf cart, you'd have to have a pretty good sized property to do that. So I'm going to say that's really not it. Not to say that can't be done, but I'm going to say that's really not it. It's just a matter of the model you pick. And you talk to your realtor, like Sue said, your realtor will be able to tell you what models that can be done in.
And I've heard him say, that this has a 2-foot bump out or a 4-foot bump out, depending on whether they're talking about lanais or garages or what have you. But they would know the floor plan. They would know if you'd be able to do that. Still get approval, whether the realtor tells you to or not. But like I said, still get the approval. But they can pretty much tell you whether the property will take that amount.
This question comes from jaybird2@cox.net.
Oh, what a name.
Sorry about your internet. I was out west, no, east, and we had to use Cox. It was awful. It sucked big time. John Bird here from Oklahoma City. I hope you two are doing well. After having to reschedule our trip to the villages in April because of COVID virus, we are planning to be there for a month, starting mid-April or mid-October. I'm messing this all up, ain't I? Mid-October, and really looking forward to it. I was wondering if there has been any speculation as to, by the way, beer of the day, Yingling Lager. I was wondering if there has been any speculation as to when the entertainment on the squares might be starting up again.
I did get that this morning, a rumor, just a rumor, but I seen somebody that had seen a bunch of Pepsi trucks on Brownwood Square, and he stopped and asked the drivers what they were all doing there, and they said they were changing over to Pepsi from Coke in because of they were figuring on the squares opening in 2 or 3 weeks, so they were getting ready. Now that's, this is hearsay. Somebody put it online, and I happened to read it. We've not heard anything about it, so I take it for what it's worth.
Remember, rumors down here run wild.
Yeah.
Remember they said, Deb said she heard a rumor that Hacienda Country Club was going to be another Katie Bell's. That was a rumor, and now the truth came out. It's going to be an apartment building.
And so it's Katie Bell's.
Yeah, they're talking about making, should be part of my news, I guess, but part of Katie Bell's, they're talking about doing the upper level area, turning that into apartments also. Yeah. They haven't said anything about the lower area yet.
Well, I said that's still retail, and they're making money that way, so they'll probably leave that alone.
Also, you may or may not recall that I have suggested trying Shiner Bock beer during your trip to Texas. I do remember that. I didn't remember it was you, but I do remember that somebody told me to try that. You can ask Sue. We went to every grocery store down there, which is, if I remember right, it's Heeb's, H-E-B, Walmart. I went to several liquor stores. They had one liquor store in town, in Rockport. I can't remember the name of it. And he had a lot of stuff, a lot. And I even asked him about this Shiner beer, and nobody had it. I mean, I think you told me it was brewed in Houston, but nobody had it. And I did find a beer that was brewed in Houston that came in a brown bottle, and for likes of me, I can't remember the name of it. They had 1 6-pack, I think, at the Hebe grocery store, and I don't remember what it was. I got it, and it was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but when you're traveling, you take the best you can get, and it was okay.
But I've heard of Shiner Bock. I've heard the name a lot. Odd that we wouldn't be able to find it in Texas, but maybe they need to go south.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, but that didn't stop everywhere. I stayed in Rockport, and if you remember right, about the last 2 weeks we was in Rockport is when the COVID really started taking off, and by the time we got within 2 days of the end of our month, we left 2 days early because that's when they were talking about shutting the Florida borders down. And it's not that I was worried about them not letting me go home. I just didn't want to get into a border inspections. I've been through them things in California in my semi-truck, and I know how those things can be a real pain in the ass. So I didn't want to get stuck in one of those. So that's why we left early. But no, I did not find that beer, but I did look. Says you and your wife are coming down to celebrate your 50th anniversary this year and wanted to see if you and Sue might have any recommendations of a nice restaurant that we could visit while in Florida. There's some nice ones down around Miami. Just joking.
Oh, the Turtle Club in Naples.
Says it doesn't necessarily have to be in the villages. Yeah, the Turtle Club in Naples is cool.
It's perfect for an anniversary. It really, really is. It's you can eat right out on the beach if it's not raining.
Yeah, we got stuck in the rain.
It's such a beautiful setting. I mean, to see the sun go down right there on the water, it's really lovely. It really is.
It's a little pricey, but you're talking your 50th anniversary, so you really don't care anyway.
Yeah, spend $1.
Yeah, it'll cost you probably somewhere between $100 and $125 a couple, depending on what you get to drink and all that. And I don't even think that'll include tips either. But
50th anniversary. I mean, they could be cruising. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but we went down there. Tom actually suggested the place. I never knew anything about it, yeah. And we went down there. And yeah, they set us out on the beach. You can sit inside too. That's where we ended up being anyway.
Yeah, because of the rain.
But I moved to Florida because I want to be outside. I like the outside seating. I always have. Yeah. So we was outside on the beach, and I thought it was perfect. And then we got our drinks, and I don't think we did get our food order in, but I don't think we got our food delivered yet. And then all of a sudden, typical Florida afternoon, it just started to rain.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to quit any minute. We kind of tried to stick it out, but then the waiters came out and grabbed our stuff and said we had to go inside.
Yeah.
So
now October should be fairly safe. I mean, it's still rainy, but you're out of the rainy season, and so you should have a better shot at it. And it's still, believe me, it's still warm in October. You don't have to worry about the weather because it's still warm enough to be out there. But it's like I said, it's just a beautiful setting for a nice anniversary. Yeah, it'd be great. I said, if you're looking for something around here, there's a lot of places in Ocala. Around the villages, like I said, if you're looking for something that's that special, you got Chop House and Bluefin, and those are going to be about the two most special here at the villages. And you get good food there. Good, it's a good atmosphere. Not fancy like you'd find in the big cities, but nice, really nice.
I can't pronounce this name.
What is it? Let me see. Oh, it's Mushki.
Is that his whole name?
It's a her. And I said, remember we
Oh.
talked, she was moving here to work at the VA.
Oh,
She was on your,
this is Chaya Mushka Davy, otherwise known on my Wednesday Night Live, Mushkipotamus.
yes.
Right?
Right.
Wait a minute, I just lost your question. Here it is. Says, we are brand new to the villages and there are so many things we don't know. I am shocked. Wondering if you did a single video. I see your question about recommendations for lawn and pest control, termite, garage vents, dryer vents, flooring replacement, handyman services. I can tell you right now, handyman, I have no idea. I do my own handiwork, so I think
You do have a card. You
I
just
think
got
Linda
today.
hired somebody that's a handyman. So come to the Wednesday Night Live show and then shoot her a chat in the chat line and ask her who her handyman was. She'd probably be able to tell you. Because you're down there where she's at, in that area. Window and doors. I don't know why window and doors. If you're buying a house, you have window and doors. I don't know. Anyway, vets.
We go to the doctor at Buffalo Ridge in Pinellas, in Pinellas Plaza. And like I said, I've had a couple of vets there that's worked on Katie. The problem we have here is we don't have a weekend vet anymore. They actually close down on the weekends, and I think there's a 24-hour service you can call in Leesburg. But other than that, like I said, they don't have a 24-hour vet around here, and you have to go to Gainesville to the hospital, animal hospital. But for regular vet visits, like I said, I go to Buffalo Ridge Animal Hospital, and they've always took really good care of Katie.
Glassing in the lanai or bird cages. You'll have to talk to windows.
Custom windows.
Custom windows.
Custom windows is who we used,
Yeah.
and we recommend them to most people because they do a really, really good job. They're very conscientious about their work. And mention our name.
Yeah.
They
you-
always are nice to us.
Yeah, if you mention our name, sometimes they give me a little bit of referral money. It goes a long way to help buy a case of beer.
Yeah. But it's
there's
very
all kinds
worth
of
it.
there's all kinds of designs for enclosing your lanai, as you probably know, and they can sit down with a designer and help you come up with whatever you want, depending on how much money you want to spend. We got sliding doors, kind of like, and it goes from ceiling to floor. So anytime we want to open up the lanai, we need to slide all these windows back, and we got them because the way our lanai faces east, and it's good as far as the heat of the day because it's shaded, but it's not good because of the rain. The rain blows in from the east and it gets in our lanai and all over the furniture, and so that's why we had it enclosed, because we just got tired of cleaning it up all the time. And since we put it in, we really haven't had any problem at all.
Other than we have to remember to shut them when it rains.
Yeah, you get used to that though.
Yeah.
Especially in summer, hurricane season, it rains like every afternoon for 10 or 20 minutes or so. And so you just kind of get used to the fact you look out the window, you see it's a little cloudy, you see it's coming, you just automatically come out to the lanai and shut the doors.
Yeah.
You just don't think too much. It's like setting the trash out. You just do it.
Yeah. Unless
But-
if you get where you have to go somewhere in the afternoon, close the doors before you leave, because it's going to rain. Like I say, here in Florida, the rainy season, it's going to rain every day.
Yeah, as far as garage vents go, I don't really have a suggestion because I didn't do that. I didn't.
Linda did.
Huh?
I said Linda did.
Yeah, Linda might have. She might be able to give you there's a lot of companies that does this. I mean, it ain't like one particular company, but I can't recommend somebody because I haven't had it done. Termites, You can keep the company that the villages uses, which is I think is
Dean's, Massey.
yeah, Massey.
Yeah.
That's who the villages uses, Massey. And you can, if you buy a new home, that you get the first year for free. They take care of your house for that first year, and then after that, you're on your own.
And they'll contact you to let you know your year's over. So they'll contact you to let you know when it's time to do it again. Unless you have bought a used home. But I don't think she did she?
Landscapers and good nurseries to go to. Here's one that I recommend because they've been here for a long time. It's somebody that you know is going to be here tomorrow. It's somebody that if you have a problem, they're not working out of the back of a pickup truck and with a cell phone number. I mean, these things, those kind of people disappear around here like crazy. This place has been here. They got a business. You can walk in the office, and you can talk to somebody. And it's Villages Palms. And they're right over here off of 466 and can't think of the name of that road. What's that road?
Rolling Acres.
Rolling Acres Road. And tell them I sent you. They got a computer system where they'll come up with the design for your house, your yard. You can see what it'll look like before they come out and do the work. And you can talk to them about prices and whatever. And like I say, they've been here for a long time, and they're going to be here for a long time. So the one thing that I don't recommend, because I've seen I'm not putting everybody down, but the thing I don't recommend, because you don't know who are the good people and who are the bad people, just like I don't. You're going to be barraged with people in a pickup truck and a trailer that's going to they're looking for this work. And I have a neighbor right over here that bought palm trees off of some guy, and he put them in his yard, disappeared. 2 of them died. They were guaranteed for a year. He called this guy 100 times, never got a return call from the guy, never saw the guy again. His cell phone was disconnected. Later on, he saw this guy in another neighborhood planting trees. He went over and asked the guy about how he's going to get his taken care of. The guy said he was going to do the best he could do because he just got out of prison. And that's what happens. And guess what? He never did come over here and replace those trees. So just don't do business with those kind of people, because your luck's going to be like mine. You're going to be the guy that ends up getting the one bad guy, and they just don't come back.
And you're better off with a place that's got a brick and mortar, really, because the police can track that kind of thing. You know, there's what is it with the senior
Crimes against seniors.
Crimes against seniors, yeah, and they have a lot of landscaping things that's turned into crimes against seniors, because they'll want their money up front or so much of it up front, and then they'll disappear.
Yeah,
so you got to be careful about that kind of
Most good companies here will not ask you for money up front. They just won't. They know that's the problem. There are some good companies, though, that do high-dollar jobs, and yeah, they do want a little bit of a down payment. But those are the companies that have brick and mortar, like Sue's talking about. And so I don't have a problem with that. But a guy that comes up in a pickup truck and a trailer and wants 20% down, I'm just saying just to cover your butt and say no.
Oh, and a lot of our neighbors has had some work done by Jamie's Landscaping, and I got to tell you, we've never had any work done by him. But like I said, 2 or 3 of my neighbors haven't, and he does a great job, I think.
Jamie's has been around for a while. He's done a lot of work. I've seen Jamie's work. Our neighbor over here had Jamie's do some work. We had a neighbor over here, Jamie's done some work, and everything that they've done has been top notch.
Yeah.
Can't tell you they're the cheapest guy in town, but the work has been top notch.
But it's something that we've never had anything done by them, but we have seen some of the work that they've done.
No, but I do know they have done good work, and they've been around a long time. Another one, if you want to have pavers put in your driveway, is Pooters. I know that sounds dumb, right? Pooters, Pooters. They've been around a long time. They have an office somewhere. I don't know where it is, but that's what they specialize in, basically, is pavers in your driveway. I'm sure they do other things too, but I'm not recommending them because I've never had any work done by them, but I've seen some work that they have done, and it looks good to me. So that being said, that'll be questions and answers this week. So we're going to get out of here. I'm getting ready for Wednesday Night Live. You guys just have no idea how much work goes into getting all this stuff done. And oh, by the way, today I want to make an announcement. Nova Filters came by today, and they changed my filters for me. And I was talking to them, and they said that the business is running a little slow because of COVID virus. I think people are a little concerned about them coming into the garage and changing their filters. And let me just tell you, I wish I had a video today, but I couldn't because most of these cameras were set up somewhere else for the Wednesday night live show and things that, now don't be concerned about it because you know what? I cracked my garage door up about halfway, had everything cleared out of the way for him to get to my filters. They called me about a half an hour before he got here to let me know he was coming, and I didn't even go out to the garage. He came into the garage with a face mask on. He changed all my filters, walked out, he knocked on the front door, and when I opened the door, he was back about 6 feet, and he just let me know that everything was done, and if there's any problem, just give him a call, and he left. No problem with the COVID virus. They were very, very conscientious of where they were at and what they did. So if you need your filters changed by Nova Filters, give Brad and them a call because there isn't any problem.
And then, how about the what he said about the hot water heaters?
My burper.
Okay.
If you guys know what a burper is, that's that big round, mine's a blue tank on top of your hot water heater. It keeps them from getting air and stuff in the lines and making funny noises. He checked that today, and my burper's 5 going on 6 years old, and he says it probably needs to be replaced. I don't know. He checks the air pressure in them somehow, and I said, okay, I'll get it done. It ain't no big deal. But he told me probably every one of these homes in this neighborhood, they all probably need to be replaced by now. But if they don't get them checked, they don't know that. Well, Nova checks mine. When they come out and change my filters, they check it.
Now, is that something normal every 4 or 5 years?
I don't know. He just said it probably needs to be replaced, and he checks it. It's just another advantage to have Nova filters to put your water system in. They do little things like that that maybe other people don't do. So, and I'm sure everybody out here don't have a water filtering system in their house. But anyway, I do, and he did, and he checked, and so we're going to. You get all that? All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys on Wednesday Night Live Show tomorrow.
See you on the other side.